Hey guys, Brewery 602 Beer Reviews here, at Brewery 602 on Instagram. My name is Marcus, and today I have a beer out of Mason Ale Works, located in San Marcos, San Diego County, California. This is Dankenstein's Monster. It is a unfiltered double IPA coming in at 8% ABV, and the can art on this is pretty dang cool. I mean, it has Dankenstein on it, for crying out loud. That is some really cool can art. Now, it is an unfiltered double IPA with a ton of hops. So this has Cascade, Chinook, CTZ, Centennial, and Simcoe. It's saying it's coming in, tasting notes, hazy, dank, and bitter. So when you see bitter, you're thinking West Coast style. The curveball is hazy, right? You think hazy beers are supposed to be, New England style, but everything nowadays is unfiltered. So, chime in. What do you think about this trend of beers being unfiltered? Personally, my double IPAs, excuse me, or my IPAs, I prefer them to be clear. I think of Stone IPA, I think of, Sierra Nevada, stuff like that. And I think of a nice, clean, clear beer when it comes to a West Coast style IPA. That's like, I live on the West Coast, so it's like, that's my style, West Coast style. Well, now everything needs to be hazy. If it's not hazy, don't drink it, right? It has to be unfiltered. So anyway, enough of the soapbox, right? I do prefer beers to be clear when they should be clear and hazy when they should be hazy, but it doesn't bother me that the beer is going to be, unfiltered. So now this is interesting. This is an underfilled can. Literally, when I opened up, the beer is right here on the can. Typically, you have the beers all the way up to the top, or it's even, bubbles out a little bit. This is a really low can fill, so that is kind of scary because there's headspace in there, which can mean oxygen. You don't want to oxidize beer, but at least we got a good head on this thing, so that's good. So that's good. Again, can art. It's the reason why people are buying a lot of these beers. You have to have your can art game going, or you could be left behind. Now, the beer does come in a unfiltered gold color. Now, there's some hop matter floating around in the beer, which doesn't bother me at all. Really tight, compact, white bubbles that go up into sudsy bubbles, but for the most part, it stays really compact throughout. And I got like 3 fingers of head on this, just based on my pour. But it looks fantastic. It actually does look like a New England style IPA. It does not look like a West Coast style IPA based on the color, because of this lighter gold color. Typically, the West Coast style beers are more of a copper tone to them. So, maybe it is a West Coast, just a little bit higher, with some bitterness in it. So it's got a dry-by aroma. Yeah, and the dry-by, it does smell like a East Coast style IPA, so I was wrong. It said bitter, so maybe it's a bitter New England style IPA. Maybe it's a blend. Yeah, so it definitely does. It smells fruity. It smells like a fruit cup. It smells like you have some like a peach kind of thing going on. You have an orange kind of thing going, citrus. There's some stone fruit in there, like that apricot peach kind of a mixture. And cotton candy. There's a straight up cotton candy aroma in this beer. So it smells like you go to the ballpark and you buy a bag of cotton candy and you crack it open and you take a whiff. It smells just like that. So that's pretty interesting. We get a deeper aroma on it. Yeah, it smells like cotton candy. It smells like cotton candy. It smells like the red cotton candy, even being more specific, right? Who knows what flavor that is? It's not
it's red flavor. When you get sugar, stuff like that, it's red flavor. It smells like red flavored cotton candy to me, that's pretty dang cool. There's also like that, stone fruit kind of character in there as well, but it does smell a little sweet. And again, when the malt bill smells sweet to me, that indicates a bigger beer, and this is an 8%er. So let's get a taste on it. Cheers. Yeah, definitely a blend. Yeah, for sure. So it starts off a little sweet. Gets a little grassy in the middle. And there's a odd bitterness that kind of sits around. And that's pretty much it. It's different. It's way different. It's not a straight up West Coast. It's not a straight up New England style. This is like a very interesting hybrid. And now that I think about it, it says Dankenstein's Monster. It's definitely leans towards just a mishmash of styles of beer. I'm trying to pick out different flavors to describe, and I just get sweet, like not even really fruity, but maybe that cotton candy sweetness. It's not even a malt sweetness, but that is then followed by a bitterness, hop bitterness. Now it does say Dankenstein's Monster. It's not dank. I don't get any dankness. I didn't get dankness in the aroma. Didn't get dankness in the flavor. The bitterness does linger a little bit. It does stay a little grassy as well. Kind of hangs around for a little while. Very interesting beer. I'm still trying to figure out what to say. There's definitely alcohol in this beer. So you do pick up quite a bit of alcohol, hangs out on your palate, and you drink it, and it is a little warming even. 8%, probably, in my opinion, 8% probably shouldn't be doing that. I've had 10% beers that don't taste like they have alcohol in them. This, you definitely know, there's like a malt liquor kind of a thing going on with it. And it's almost as if they took malt liquor and added a bunch of hops to it, because of it's grainy, it's grassy. I'm not sure if I like it or not, actually. Mason Ale Works trying something completely different, which I completely appreciate, because I love different styles of beers. Don't know the direction they were going, and I feel like my palate has no idea what direction they were going. I can't say that it's fruity. I can't say, really anything specific about it. It says tasting notes, hazy, dank, bitter. If I were to put tasting notes on a can, I would be descriptive. Hazy is not a tasting note. It doesn't taste hazy. I don't know what hazy tastes like, I should say. If you know what hazy tastes like, let me know. I know what dank tastes like, and it's not dank. Bitter, it is definitely bitter, but it's almost bordering unpleasant bitter. Just an interesting beer. It's a crazy beer. It really is a crazy beer. Maybe caught my palate on an off day. If you've tried this, please let me know what you think. I'll go 85. I go at 85 on it. And 85 is being just because it's interesting. I've never tried anything like this before. It has thrown me off completely. If you have tasting notes on this beer, let me know. I'm going to probably have to go on YouTube, check it out, and see if anyone else reviewed this beer, because maybe I got a bad can because of the low fill. Who knows? But I'll go 85 on the beer. Not a horrible beer. It's just, I just don't know what to say about it. So I do apologize. Again, this is Mason Ale Works, Dankenstein's Monster. My name is Marcus, Brewery 602 Beer Reviews, at Brewery 602 on Instagram. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Cheers.